International psychics predict that Donald Trump will fall gravely ill this year. Russia's Vladimir Putin will survive another assassination attempt by someone close to him. And Queen Elizabeth might just hand over the reins to Prince Charles because of ill health. But what do their predictions say about South Africa's 2019 and the country's national elections? Can we get a little excited about our economy, and will we possibly see fraudsters and corrupt politicians wearing orange overalls? My guest tonight is Vimmi Patel, a psychic guide and spiritual healer. Very good to have you with us.
Hi, good evening to you. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
Oh, well, thanks.
Are we going to have a good...
It's a Happy New Year or...
Yes.
Something else
Well,
towards
you tell
the
us.
New Year.
Yeah.
Yes, that is why I'm here.
Yes.
So first thing I would like to say, the key to success, failure leads to success, because that's what I've picked up. We've had failure in the previous elections, Jacob Zuma, which has done corruption.
Yeah.
So that's going to lead to success with our president now. Must remember, he's just come up now from a bush like a thorn, where he now needs to just come up and open up ways for everyone.
And when you talk about success, how are you
when
seeing
I say success, failure leads to success. So you learn from failures. So I'm sure Cyril Ramaphosa is now thinking, and he has the attitude to think of the people of South Africa, not only South Africans, globally. That's what he's doing. And I did pick up during December, he was so stressed out because of picking up for the cabinet to choose who should I put in and who should I leave out. Because there is a thing where they're looking at police accountabilities, whether they do have any arrest previously. Not everyone has a police record on it. So are they still looking at people coming in without that? So I'm still thinking that they are still going to be deciding to make it more smaller because he's still not sure who to choose. So that is leading him to, I do pick up illness with him also because he had something during December. So that wasn't a good feeling for me. I'm not too sure if anyone else has picked it up. But he is a grounded person. People need to give him, people of South Africa needs to give him that confidence of going through, because he's holding that confidence.
And tell me, how do you pick up this? How do you feel?
I pick up over my visions.
How do your visions come to you?
If I look at someone, visions would just come. Because I work with the universe, I work with my spiritual guides, my angels. So, in fact, it's been there for a long time.
And your vision, I mean, if you're talking to me now, can you pick up visions? Does it happen all the time?
It happens all the time, where previously I would feel pains. I was just in the back room now with the lady that did my hair and the makeup. So I picked up a few things on them, so they got a bit scared. So sometimes, you know, there was the lady that called me and asked if I've got a YouTube account. My clients are private. So I don't have videos.
I hope I'm not giving you any pain.
No, not for now. Just check your hormone levels, because that's killing you a bit.
Oh,
yes. So,
the heat, it's a boiling studio.
Yes,
it's a boiling studio.
So it is a boiling studio, but go for that. Check on it, you know, so that'll make it better for you also, to be more clear and feel more air, feel more freedom between yourself, because sometimes, like as you walk, you feel a disruption, like some kind of like a hold back. I don't know if I'm coming through with, is that correct? That you do feel that sometimes, like a hold back?
Let's take it back to you. People holding Cyril Ramaphosa back, possibly. I mean, Jacob Zuma. I mean, what sort of role do you see him playing? He's sort of coming out as a, you know, putting himself forward as a man with many talents at the moment. But,
I've actually heard about that. He's looking for basically publicity. He wants to come in. He wants to try and come in, but I'm looking at Cyril Ramaphosa also communicating with him a lot, and trying to, you know, say to him, let's bring peace to the country, because this is what we need now. So he will play a major role in the country as coming forward. But I also look at female domination for leadership. So that's going to be something different for South Africans.
In what way? How, well, I mean, obviously it'll be different, but I mean, what are you seeing?
In politics.
Can you see?
So female domination I think female would make better politicians. So that is going to be coming up during the course of the year. So when it comes to election for ANC, they are definitely going to be winning, which I do see.
And do you pick up any vibes on the fuel price, the food?
Oh, yes. Economy. It's not only South Africa, if you look at it. It's global. It's everywhere. So if there's a problem overseas, obviously we are going to have a problem here also. So fuel price, yes, it's going to go down. I'm picking on that. But it's going to go steadily up. It's not going to give like a high price, you know, like has been before. But we're also
looking at... It's like a sales thing, isn't it? You push the price of the clothes up and then you drop it.
Yeah, but it's like the same thing over and over. So if South Africa is not going to just go down and stabilize itself. Rome was not built in one day. I've got confidence in Cyril Ramaphosa because he is a leadership.
And
he's a dominator.
What about other leaders around the world? I mean, there have been all these predictions about Vladimir Putin and, you know, Tulis, my fellow anchor, was saying that he reckons Theresa May will be out. I mean, do you have any vibes that go that far? Any visions?
It comes to him, Putin. He is an enemy for himself. That is what I see. He's an enemy for himself. Yes, there are people after him, but there's also been where the assassinations, where I pick up, was coming from his side. Was a planned assassination, 2 of it. Was a planned assassination. So then he would show the people around, don't mess with me because I've got my backup. So that is what I'm strongly picking up.
Doesn't he? He plays those political games there too.
Yeah, so that's what I'm picking up on him. But eventually, if assassination has to come to him, it'll be from inside party. It's going to be from one of his own people.
And somebody who's making a, you know, such an impact on the world, good or bad, whatever, however you view him, Donald Trump, you know, there are predictions that he's going to be gravely ill.
You know what?
What do you hear about that?
I hope that he would be gravely ill. It's not my prediction. Because since he's come in, there's been problems. If you look at China, you know, China wants to go forward, but Trump has been so stubborn. He is a very strong man. He's a very strong man. And when it comes health-wise, I don't really think that it's going to be a very strong kind of a feeling where he's going to lead to death or crippling himself. Health-wise, just most probably in flu, because he doesn't stress. Trump doesn't stress.
I don't think he sees what he does.
Yes.
Let's go back to South Africa. I mean, what is your view of South Africans and how they're dealing with what's happening at the moment? Do you think? I mean, there's been a sickness in our society. You can see it with the abuse of children, and what's happening as far as corruption is concerned. I mean, is that something that we will be able to purge?
Eventually, I'm looking about once ANC has chosen candidates. And I hope South Africans will vote for ANC because it's going to be stability. Because I'm looking at a clear vision where previously at Cabinet, there used to be fights, as you say, the orange coats. So there's going to be a bit of calmness in that. And that's going to build formation for South Africa. And we're looking eventually at South Africa becoming a stable place for the people. So,
what are your favorite kind of visions? I mean, what are there stories that are closer to you? I mean, are there visions that are easier for you to read? Obviously,
in what connection?
Obviously, you're quite political, but are you good at?
I'm not political. I didn't say that to Melissa.
No.
But it comes to my visions. I will pick up.
So are those the strongest for you?
Yes.
That kind of...
At the moment, that's the strongest. But what I'm saying is to Cyril Ramaphosa, he needs to take care of himself. Because if he stresses, and allow stresses to go to him, then we're looking at him being admitted, where then it delays everything for South Africa.
Well, let's hope he's watching.
I hope he's watching, because his decisions doesn't only lead to himself, because it's not only him that's leading this country. It's the cabinet that he chooses also.
Let's leave it there, Vimmi Patel. Thank you very much for coming in. It was great getting your thoughts and your visions. And that's our show for tonight. News is next.